Okay, we'll open the meeting. We'll start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence for our troops. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our Zoom meeting procedures, I'm not sure how much I have to go through with that since the only one I see is Rocco.
Right, he's pretty familiar with our.
Okay. Continued public hearings. We have, let's see, Venezia and Associates regarding 3326 Fallbrook Park. We need an 5.5 setback when 8 foot is required on the side, 33.7 building coverage, 25% is maximum, and 8.7 building coverage variance, and 63% lot coverage when 40% is maximum, 23%, 2.3% lot area coverage is required. Okay, Rocco, do you want to present your case? Unmute yourself. No. Unmute.
And I'm working on it. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we continued this till tonight. We went back and we got some information from Gene Chrisman in the clerk's office. So one of the things we found was that there are a few variances hanging out there that were granted that are in excess of what we're asking for. In particular, there's one a building coverage of 30.7 and lot coverage of 48. That's close to what we're asking for. And then there's 3 or 4, and I submitted this in a letter form. I don't know if you have it. And then there's 3 or 4 which side setbacks that are greater than what we're asking for. So I don't know if this proved our case, but just to recap what we're asking for in terms of visibility from the road and from neighbors. I mean, asking for this front porch, that's where the setback comes in, and that's where the lot coverage. And then we're doing a little bit of work on the driveway. Those 2 things are not going to be very noticeable from the road. So I think they're minimal. I know the numbers are big, but that's because the lot is small. So it's kind of my pitch, my sales pitch. I'm open to any questions you might have.
Rocco, with lot coverage, I mean, there's a fair bit of concrete walk, it looks like. Have they thought about changing that at all?
We did remove some of it. We could go back and remove some more if that would help.
Because there's a concrete walk, it looks like it starts in front of the house, goes down the side of the house, there's a wide area, and then all the way out to the lake.
I could talk to my client about that. He's out of the country right now, so we have discussed that, but it's not something that if they lose that walk, they got to walk on the grass to the lake, so that's a little bit of a problem for them.
Is that a permeable surface?
No, I don't believe it is.
It says concrete over several of it.
I think it's concrete, yeah.
Do you want me to pull up contact?
Sure.
Sean, can you remind us the current, because if I remember correctly, this is currently under variance anyway, so this is increasing the variances.
Right, this is a pretty new house. Is this the one that was built in 20, Rocco?
Pardon me?
When was this house built?
Oh, God, I have no idea, Shauna.
I thought this was a new one. That could be the new or another one.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, okay. We have one that's fairly new. They're all kind of blending together. 3326.
Well, I mean, if you want me to look at getting rid of that concrete walk and we can just, table it again if we can. I'd be willing to go back to them and talk to them about that. I mean, we got the time, we might as well take it. They're not gonna be doing this for a few months anyway, so. That would be what I would want to do.
What is that?
Yeah, that's not a new, I don't think that's a new one. I don't think there's a new one down on that road.
Shauna, could you go back to the letter that Rocco sent, please?
It's 2 pages.
Possible for you to blow that up a little bit?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So I repeat myself, there's a number of side setbacks that were more than what we have. But in terms of coverage, we're kind of asking for more than any that I got. The only one that comes close is the 3322.
3322 loading
Forty-eight
coverage.
point 6%.
What?
That's
I didn't have that paper here with me. What's the side setback that they're going to have?
We're asking for 5.5 when 8 is the code.
But it's not, right now, it's not much farther than that from the.
No, it's
It's not, it's already under 8.
it's already non-conforming. It's 6.1.
And that's why I wondered there if you just, I guess he wants to keep it obviously a straight line on the side there, but if you brought the porch in foot even, I think you'd be back farther than the current house is.
And is it the new sidewalk that is encroaching on the setback?
It's the addition. This right
Oh,
here.
right there, that
Yeah.
corner.
And then.
We talked the last time
yes.
about maybe you could have the porch.
And that is because that line pinches the size of the property.
Yeah, I mean, if you brought it in 1 foot,
Yeah.
it wouldn't pinch the line. Sideline. Now that maybe not a preferred way to do it.
Yeah, I could understand with the aesthetics of the house wanting that to be a in line there, yeah.
That is a porch, is that correct?
It's gonna look really goofy if we don't line it up.
Right. I have not seen any architecturals for this.
Is that a porch, Rocco?
Yes,
Okay.
And the lot coverage that you're asking for is greater than anything else you can find in close proximity?
for sure.
Yes, 60, I guess that's the problem I have. I mean, 63.3% lot coverage.
It's a lot.
When the largest is
So much.
50, right?
But what's the current non-conforming on the lot coverage?
Yeah, I mean, it's currently at,
I remember it's like 61 currently.
it's at 61,
Yeah,
right?
so they are the largest.
So,
If you remove the sidewalk, it might do away with that request.
No, it won't do away with the request because we're still over 40, but we would at
Yeah,
least
but
have.
because
Yeah,
we
but
would at least be
you're
able
not
to adjust it.
you're not increasing the nonconformity,
right, so if you got below your
61.
61,
Okay, so can I request that we table it and then we'll go look at that?
Sure, we can request that, I guess. It's been several times now, but, I don't have a problem with that. I guess, anything else, anybody else wanna say, if we do table it, I think we wanna give them as much
Right.
I would agree with what you said. I would have trouble supporting an increase in lot coverage. I would have trouble supporting.
But if I could get it at the same, you'd be okay with that, you think?
Yeah, I think that would be, at least, I could go further.
I think that variance request goes away if you keep the same.
No,
Because
it doesn't because we're still over 40%, John.
Right.
it's a pre-existing
Well,
non-conforming
it's a
condition.
pre-existing non-conformity, so you would be at,
But I don't think, but if they're changing it, it has to still,
No, I don't believe so.
But you're increasing building coverage.
Right.
that, yes, I mean, there would still be the building coverage, but the lot coverage would probably not be relevant.
well,
The trigger is that once you go over your existing.
see, I thought it was if you were already a non-conforming and changing a non-conforming, you still need a variance. No?
I don't believe so.
You, well, for the other things you would. You still-
Yeah, you'd still need to have a variance for the side setback
Setbacks,
and
Right.
the building
and the
coverage.
building coverage, but the lot coverage could go away.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna table it then?
Do we have to vote on it, or we just,
If
I motion, I'll
you
motion.
request that we table it, I think we can go ahead and do a motion to table
You
it.
can with the applicant request.
Let's do that. I need to talk to my client.
Okay.
I motion.
Second?
I'll second. Is my final motion.
Oh,
Ah.
John.
Hey,
Is that why you're here?
You want Kelly to step back and you make the motion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
I'll make a motion.
will. There you go.
Second.
All right.
Kelly will
Perfect. That's all right. I got plenty to go, right?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
he'll be making he'll be making motions up at the big meeting.
Yeah, they'll really matter then, right?
Yeah, right.
Again, Rocco, Rocco, wait a minute.
Wow.
I think you need to talk to them about how they are really way up there on this.
No, I have. You give me a little bit of ammo right now, so I think I'll be good.
And I guess, I think, as I recall, the back of the garage, that's not enclosed, is that correct? That was gonna be for him to park a golf cart behind?
Yep. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
Rocco.
Christmas.
Okay, Rocco, thank you.
Bye.
Well, that was a subtle hint.
Pardon me?
I said that was a subtle hint.
Well,
Yeah,
you start talking about 63%.
that's a lot.
That's-
Well,
I should have just I didn't know John was gonna be here. I just stayed home. I had a phone call I had to run.
But Rocco was so quick, because I said I couldn't support it, he said,
Yeah.
well, you will, and I can't go on record saying I'll support
No.
until we see the new thing, but I can't support,
Are there any letters on behalf
Yeah,
of
this is
the
a letter
neighbors?
from a neighbor and a
One
petition,
neighbor.
a petition from the neighbors.
Because I think I know the neighbors to their north, I believe.
The problem with that, though, why wouldn't, if it's not gonna be a major thing, why wouldn't the neighbors agree? Because that pushes up the bar of what they might
Exactly.
say.
exactly.
Nope.
Sorry.
That's all right. Just trying to read them.
Anyways.
I can't think we ever
My
go over
phone
50%.
is going-
We might have on Sandy Beach.
Oh, there you go.
We,
Sandy Beach is
Sandy
a
Beach.
train wreck.
we, the undersigned, acknowledge that we are aware of and in support of the proposed addition to the vacancy cell. We believe it will be a good addition and add to the community.
So their direct neighbor to the north is said Kathy and Stephen Wallace, but isn't it Bull? Isn't their last name, because I think it's Kathy Wallace Bull. I didn't see anything from them, I was just
Oh, there
wondering, because
was
they're gonna be the ones that
There
are
was
gonna be
something
encroached on.
from Jason neighbor, I'm not sure what's.
Neighbor support is the same.
No,
Oh, here's.
Oh, there's more, okay.
but there's actual letter from one of them.
Neighbor and letter, I think that's what I just.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
There they
There you
are,
go.
Stephen and Kathleen, with no objection.
Yeah, I knew that, I thought, okay. Okay,
My way of thinking is, it may not be as much of an objection regarding appearance, because, it's not, part of it's behind the garage, part of it's just sort of might be a natural porch in front of the house, but it's just the amount of lot coverage.
I totally agree. And I think that the people like Rocco who know how this, the game is played, if we exceeded beyond, it'll come back and bite us, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that neighborhood and Sandy Beach, it's anything that we grant, that we have to be very,
And the ordinances have changed the lot size so that actually it's helped people.
oh, really?
This is still well beyond that, and that's the thing. And if looking back, way back, like it was 15% lot coverage.
Oh, yeah,
1976 one or whatever it was.
gotcha. I'm saying that recently, I was like,
And they sure had short minutes then.
huh? No.
No reason why they did anything.
We're back to
The days of typewriters.
Yeah, right?
back to the never-ending story, pre-existing nonconformity, people want to make their dreams come true.
Right.
And something, you're gonna have a collision.
I looked at this lot, I had been working with them since 21. So there's 5 nonconformities already, and one being lot width of 41 and a half feet, when our codes currently requires 125 feet, so everything's working against.
I'm surprised there's only 5.
Yeah, so you got lot width, front yard, both sides, building coverage and lot coverage.
There's a little more room over there than there is on Sandy Beach, though. And there's like on Sandy Beach, you can flood.
Sandy Beach has both sides of the road.
Yeah,
Most of them have.
But they also have a lot
Right.
of flooding, and there's
They do.
low levels, and, it's not the
Well,
same.
we'll see what they come back with.
Right. We'll just wait and see.
But even if Rocco thinks that I agree that it's all gonna, go smoothly, I didn't say
I
that.
think he knows it's not gonna go.
Yeah.
Nah,
I think he's been
He's
around the block.
hoping.
I mean,
Yeah,
he said he'd give me some ammunition to put.
Yeah.
good job, Bob.
Well, shall we go on with our agenda?
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness, I think we're done.
Well, this is your Christmas gift.
Yeah, that's
No
great.
new
I
public
didn't even have to
hearings,
leave the house.
no closed public
You could have
hearings.
zoomed in.
Chip, this is the shortest meeting I've ever attended since I've
It's
been
just-
involved.
Well, we're not done yet. Any requests for rehearing?
Nope.
Board business, no referrals from the town? No referrals from the manager? Ordinance committee referrals?
No.
Other businesses required. Well, under that, I would like to thank John for his
Yes.
service to our. I had real trouble voting for you for the town board because I knew their gain would be our loss.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate that and thank you for those kind words, but I gotta say, I want to make a point of being here today. And I know I missed the last couple, but I just wanted to share with you all how much I've enjoyed working on this board and how much I've enjoyed working with you folks. It's been, this is one of the most pleasurable things I do for the town. And I just want to thank you all for your hard effort. So,
Now, getting off here doesn't mean you're gonna come back with another variance.
No more
because it's an automatic no, I'm done.
No more variance.
I knew it.
You got that in a minute?
Yeah, we met you when you were just
Yes,
a resident,
on a couple
right?
of times.
A couple
On
of times,
occasions.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
absolutely.
But thank you very much.
thank you.
We'll miss your insight.
All right, approval of the minutes of November 15th. Those over those. city purpose today.
And your witty disposition, so, yeah.
John, would you like to approve the minutes?
I wasn't here, so I can't really
Oh, that's
speak
true,
to
yeah.
how accurate they are.
Anybody else?
Well, I read them. All of them. There was something in there I was gonna say
I'll second
we
that.
should adjust,
I
but it's
didn't see
nothing,
anything
major.
that was in the.
And I'll abstain.
All in favor?
Right.
Who seconded that?
Pardon me?
Chip did.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, is there a motion for adjournment?
I will let John do that.
I will motion for adjournment.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And that is probably a record.
Yeah,
That
right?
is a record.
Yeah, I
2
would,
minutes?
Yeah.